Man, I'm excited about today's adventure. We are in Mississippi and on Enid Lake, my first time here. And also, we are doing something that I have never done, and that's hard to say anymore in my lifetime of doing fishing shows. We're going after crappie, and we're going to do it in a way that I have never done, and that is pulling crankbaits with multiple rods. I Believe I Do by George. He looks just like carbon copy.
Cookie cutters.
Yeah. We're with a guy that I know you're going to enjoy. I'm going to ask him 1,000 questions on this thing so we can all learn from it. And we're down here in the heat of the summer, first part of July, and it's going to be a fun time. I really do appreciate you guys coming along with us. It was a pretty good little trek to get here. Glad we made it. Been looking forward to this for a while. We're going to get in the G3 Gator Tough 18 that we got today, and we're going to catch us some nice crappie. So here we are, Enid Lake, Mississippi, crappie fishing, G3 Sportsman. Come along with us. Number 2?
Yep.
This is a unique setup that he's got right here. We've got all ACCs here, and we're going 4 poles on each side. We've got the shorter, this being is this a 6.6? 7.6.
7.6.
7.6 to 10,
14, and 16.
So how far do you cast them out?
Just drop them in and just let the boat take them out.
Okay, so just drop them in. And he's got these line counters on his reels here. I apologize because we talked about that before we started the camera, that I've never fished with anybody where we weren't in the sun. Even if we're in the back facing this direction, we're still fishing in the sun. That's just a crappie fisherman's creed right there.
That's right. We
have to fish in the sun. You on there?
Yep, there you go.
All right. That actually looks like he could keep. Just looking at his mouth.
He looks like he might do it.
All right.
It'll be close.
Yeah, it will. I'll put your ruler right yonder.
And
he's over 12. I mean, by a partial fin. You know when you go to do something, trolling motor's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah.
It always does.
Hey guys, Tim Howell on Long Branch Guide Service over here in northwest Mississippi. Fish Grenada, Enid, Sardis, and Arkabutla, commonly known as the Big Four. We're gonna go out this morning and pull some crankbaits on Enid, my home lake. These fish are kind of in their summer pattern. They're out towards the deeper water, over the river channels and drop-offs and ledges, and we're going to drag some of these crankbaits around this morning and see what we can come up with. Got a fish on number 1 here. What did you do? I believe I do.
How about that? Skipping him across the water like a tater chip. All right, there we go. That is my first Enid Lake crappie that I have caught. And he is going to be marginal.
Gonna be close.
Going to be marginal. Look at that pretty little crankbait that stuck in my finger right there. Look at there. That little crankbait. Let's see. Take him out there, Tim. See if he's going to be close, but I think he make it. I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to make it.
And he did.
He did, just about like the other one. I'm gonna tell you what, they've got to be over 12 inches long. And for us, where we fish back home in Missouri, 12 inch, man, we're going, holy moly, that's a slab right there. But these boys down here,
Those are dinks.
They just call them eaters. That didn't take long after me.
See, when they hit, if you'll pull and take the rod out and hold it straight up.
Yeah.
And just pull.
Yeah.
That fish will come up to the top.
Right. Be easier to get them in.
That's right. Then you won't tangle all your other lines. Right?
There you go. Well, now see, that is a dang fine tip right there. I got a feeling that one's going to keep.
Be close.
He looks just like carbon copy.
Cookie cutters.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Mouth closed. I can read that. I'm gonna let Tim, I'm gonna let you.
All right.
I'm gonna let you, cause boy, I mean, there's the line. What do you call it?
That's over 12 to me.
Okay, I mean, by just about a, what would you call that? About maybe 16th of an inch, but he's all the way up.
What I do is that fish, I'll keep that fish all day, every day in the live well. If you put it on ice in the cooler, time you get back to the boat ramp, that fish will not be over 12 inches.
So it's better to keep them in the live well.
If you can keep them in the live well alive, that size fish will be fine. Yeah. We'll remeasure that fish before we go in.
Right.
Just to double check.
Yeah. Okay.
But
there you go.
Good eater.
There you go. Enid crappie, baby. That would be number 4.
That's right.
Yeah, number 4. I don't know that we got the hook set because we got Wes back here. I doubt that the GoPro got it, but it might.
There he is.
Can you tell by them coming in? You about know, you can guess what it's. I just go by their mouth.
That's exactly right. That's the best thing. If you see a big bucket mouth coming, you know you got one.
You know it's a good chance he's a keeper.
This one might not be.
Well, we say that every time, but then when they lift up.
There again, he might be just like the other one.
Man, I'll tell you, there ain't a smidge, hardly difference in any of them.
I think this one's gonna be. He's long.
Huh?
This one's kind of long and skinny. The water levels today we're at summer pool, actually what they call full pool. These 4 lakes are flood control lakes, Corps of Engineer lakes. When I mean full pool, they're at their summer pool. In the winter, they'll draw these lakes down probably another 20, 25 feet from what they are today. So what we're going to be targeting today, we're going to fill the freezer. We're going meat hunting. With the setup we're going to be using this morning, we're going to be pulling crankbaits. We'll have 8 poles out. You know, we'll be covering about a 40 to 50 foot swath of water with each pass. We're going to be moving fast, covering a lot of water. You know, we're searching for the active fish, a reaction bite, so to say. And by covering this amount of water, you know, we can put a lot of fish in the boat in a relatively short amount of time.
I kind of like it on the short pole.
Ooh, that's a good fish
too.
Ooh, I got one on too.
Good fish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's a non-measurer.
Yep, ain't got to measure that. Now that's on that little pink and black bandit.
Oh, bubble gum.
Bubble gum. Yeah, that's nice fish right there. Nice fish right there. Like that. The WCC's getting a workout. I'm gonna let that and start threading out while I got this fish here. There you go. Another good. Look at that. Another good crappie right there. With these little crankbaits, what's the name of these little crankbaits?
That's a Bandit 300 there.
See that little crankbait? Now what's the depth on this
Depending on the amount of line we have out and the speed of the boat determines our depth.
Okay, so explain to the people at home just exactly what you're talking about. So we're in 20 foot of water. How deep do we want these?
This one, we got them running at different depths. We're trying to dial them in. This pole per se, with 60 feet of line out, it's running about 12 foot deep.
Okay, all right. At what speed?
At 1.8.
1.8. And then these out here?
They're stepped down. They're probably, this one is running probably 13 and then 14 and then about 16 foot.
Okay, so we're almost, the length of the rod is how deep?
That's exactly
I mean,
right.
I don't think you did it that way.
No,
but that's about what it is.
That's right.
That's about what it is. So now, how did you just have to experiment with these to know, or
a little bit? But there's been so many people that they've been using this technique on these lakes for 30 plus years probably.
Yeah. Number two. Tim says, hold your rod up. And those crappie should come, see, just comes right to the surface. That is a very nice tip, boys, because you got all these poles out here. You don't want your lines tangled. This one was out 75, right?
That's correct.
Okay, moment of truth. Moment of truth.
Be another 11 and a half. You got another fish
Yeah,
on,
I do.
Scott.
Here, number 4. Got one. Now, here we go. Now we're out here.
Oop, I got one on too.
On the 100 footer. On the 100 footer. Now he's got one. I've never reeled in a crappie from 100 feet. I can tell you that right now.
Looks like a pretty good one too.
Yeah, it does. It feels like a good one. I'm gonna skip him. I think I can skip him across my number 3 pole.
Able to.
Yeah, this one right here I guarantee you this is gonna keep right here. This one is dang sure gonna keep right here.
Man, got another fish on.
And he is thick. That one right there. Oh, I'm not used to this big old long pole here. Okay.
I think we may have them dialed in a little bit right here.
Yeah, let's remember this spot. All right. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, let me get my pole out of the way here. Yeah, we've got us a nice little flurry right here. We're gonna have to measure some fish, see what's going on here.
There you go, another fish on.
You got another one?
Another one.
Goodness gracious. Well, I got 2 poles still out. So we've got room for, now I got my crankbait stuck in my.
This is a good fish coming in.
Look here. There you go. Dandy, right there. Dandy right there. We got some stuff going right now. Oh yeah, that fish, that's 14-inch fish right there. We start getting these in here in the live well. Okay, we got, how many fish is in the floor?
We got 3 in the floor and 1 more on its way.
Okay, I'll try to get this cleaned up out here. That one's another keeper. That one's 12 and a half. So there we go. Okay, got one over here. Still got the crankbait in his mouth. Goodness gracious. This is still one clip. GoPro, you might as well stop recording. And it worked. Look here. Okay, let's see what this is. I know this one can keep it. This one is no problem. I don't even know why I'm measuring this one. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, that one's over 13. This one. All right, that one's another 11 and a half. So he's going back in. That one's 13. And then some. So he's going in. Goodness. Boy, it don't take long like that. Now that was a fun flurry right there. What did we catch, 4?
I think, yeah, 4.
4 or 5. I can't keep, we caught 5. Wes says 5. We dropped by Performance Marine right there. Where's they at? Batesville?
Sardis.
Sardis, that's right. Stopped by Performance Marine, our buddies there at Performance Marine, and we got a Gator Tough 18 CC center console. We got a 90 SHO, and this thing is crappie rigged. Now let me tell you, this thing has got crappie rod mounts everywhere. We got Millennium seats in it, and it's been a fun little old boat. Tim here runs a big old Skeeter, so it took us a little bit to get him acclimated to a smaller boat, but it's turned out okay.
Fishes really well, really well. I was thoroughly surprised. Great little fishing platform.
Yeah, and we've done good. The little boat that could, it's been fun. Number 4. Number 4. From 100 feet, he feels pretty good, Tim. From 100 feet. Come on up. Oh yeah.
There you go.
It's a lot easier once they come to the top.
That's right. Then you can just ski them right on.
Just like a tater chip on top of the water. Tater chip crappie. Tater chip crappie.
Oh yeah, another keeper fish.
Another keeper crappie. Now what's this little Dalmatian looking?
That's what they call, I think that's the mad cow.
Mad cow. Okay. Cute little old crankbait that stuck in my griller grip. Look at a little mad cow. How about that? Cute little turd. This could work on any lake.
Most certainly.
So with working on any lake, what would somebody that has never done this or wanted to try it, what would they look for, the contours or whatever on a lake or whatever?
I would fit, on different lakes, I would start with the river channels and the deep creek channels, the mouths of the creeks where they feed out into the main portions of the lakes, and then these main lake points out in the main lake. Those fish are going to just naturally go to those areas. They're looking for that deeper water, that cooler water. And a lot of times they're just going to be suspended. They may be in 40 foot of water, but they may only be 12, 14 foot deep.
So it's best to go over an area with your side scan or whatever.
Most certainly. And
kind of locate, kind of get an idea. And then you'll end up having to play with depths a little bit, I guess.
That's right.
It's not you just jump out there and maybe it'll work, but it might, but
that's right.
But it takes a little bit.
It does, and you can get as elaborate as you want to with this type of setup, and you can dial it in as fine as you want to. You don't have to have line counter reels. You could, anything you got laying around in the garage. Tie a crankbait on it, and go out there and play with it.
Now you get to reel in the old 100-footer.
There you go.
You can just tell by the mouth, can't you, when they come up?
It might be a pretty decent one, maybe.
That's what I look at. I just think, well, if that mouth's about that big, then that...
Well, you can drop a Coke can in them.
Well, I don't think that will, but...
No.
But he still may keep.
It'll be close.
Oh, heck yeah. I guarantee he will.
Looks like he should.
Yeah, 13. No problemo. Yeah, there you go. Nice one. I'm sorry that our conversations we're just with our backs to you all the time, but I mean, this is how we're fishing. I guess I could have set up a GoPro and I got a fish on right here.
There we go.
But see, if I turn around, I can't see my fish. Okay, raise him up to get over them lines. Come on, don't get me tangled. First fish of the drift. Now he's on top. Feels
There
like a
he
decent.
comes.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You always try to get them, what, in the middle here?
Yes, they're just easier to deal with once you get them coming straight to the back of the boat.
And just get them in the middle. I'm about to get the hang of it, especially with the longest pole and the farthest one out.
That's right.
Is one I've caught my most fish on. Oh yeah.
Not a bad little fish.
No, old mad cow. That is all right. Oh, I meant to get the twist off the end of my pole. There you go. There you go. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. We're just going to keep a few more and call it good, but shoot, I'll take these fish all day long. All day long. All right, GoPro, stop recording.
If you're wanting to come, just have a good time, catch a bunch of fish, fill the freezer up, you know, May through October is the perfect time for that. Everything's stable, the water's stable, the weather's stable, and the fish are stable. And it's a great time to come down here and just catch a boatload of fish day after day. It feels like a good fish too.
Feels like a good fish?
Feels like a good fish.
Now you're using all ACC.
Yes, sir. That is a good fish.
And what's the reason? Why'd you choose ACC?
I fished with all of them at one time or another. And the ACCs just really suit my style of fishing.
Whether you're single pole, doing this, spider rigging,
That's right.
or hauling in really nice crappie like that.
That's
And look
right.
at look at there. Now see, that's what you want in a rod, isn't it? That's
right.
a decent fish. You better turn us a little bit left. Good sensitivity, but then you want to be able to get a, I mean, that's not a monster by no means, but when that's your 14 footer, he just lifted her straight up with no problems whatsoever.
And these rods handle the day in and day out abuse.
ACC, Enid Lake, Tim Howell, Long Branch Guide Service. What am I missing here? Crake baiting, crappie, summertime. Don't get no better than that, boys. And we're liable to have some more knocked down, but we're gonna call it a day. We've had a heck of a time. It's been fun. I've probably missed a question or two that I probably wanted to ask you, but I think we got the gist of it. It's a fun way to do it. You guys, if not for anything else, come down and visit Tim and go fishing with him here. And you fish other lakes, but I mean, you're kind of stationed right here on Enid.
That's right.
And he's just a wonderful guy. You could probably fish with a guy like him, and if the fishing would slow, you wouldn't even know it because he's entertaining and fun, and you'll laugh. And he's just an all-around great guy, and I really appreciate you.
Had a great time with you guys.
I have. He's a good dude. Long Branch Guide Service. You got all the information down there at the bottom. You can give him a call, or you can look him up on the website. Get over here, and you'll probably catch bigger fish than what I did. I kind of jinx it when I come over, but we had a blast. We got a live well full of fish, and we're gonna get out of here before it gets real hot. Get home. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, comment, everything that you can on all of our social media. Keep what you can use and release the rest, and we'll see you out there somewhere doing something fun right here on the G3 Sportsman. Thanks for watching.